Sometimes I really wish I could share some of the behind-the-scenes things that happen here because they're kind of good. They're kind of funny. But all I can tell you now is traffic is bad through the downtown on US 50, both directions. And coming in from the south area, there is a crash on northbound 99 right there at the US 50 interchange. Traffic is backed up to Fruit Ridge. And let's see, it is 7:21. Let's take a call. It is Dan in Sonoma. Hello, Dan.
Sean, good morning. I was thinking about why is Michelle Obama sticking her nose in the campaign at this time? As following politics as long as I have, most times you want to always question the timing of most things. And I ask myself this question here: what's the best outcome for the Democrats from their perspective? What are they hoping for? I think it's Joe Biden to be reelected. And the reason why, he's a feeble shell who's easily controlled, and he's easily being controlled by, obviously, the same evil people that were behind the scenes during the Obama-Biden years. So that system's already in place, so they want to keep that going. Because keep in mind that this is literally the third term of Obama-Biden. And all this anti-American evil that they're spreading wants to be continued in the fourth term. And if they bring out Michelle Obama and let's say she wins, I'm not wishing this, that could also spell a fifth term because she's going to go for more than one go around. But I also look at the I'm sorry, I'm ruining everyone's morning by this nightmare scenario.
Not at all, Dan. It's always a pleasure.
This is why I will never get invited to parties, and this is what you're going to get. By the way, you invite me. So
it's going to happen.
Warning you ahead of time. Yeah,
it's going to happen.
Think about what the Obamas have done, and this is why they're so terrified of bringing Trump back. The damage that he caused in the Middle East in his first two terms, and they're still at it. By the way, you've got, for example, Anthony Blinken in Israel right now trying to implement a failed and very dangerous idea, the two-state solution. Neither side wants that solution. The Palestinians, the people from Gaza who voted Hamas in as their government, they don't want the two-state solution. They want Israel gone. Israel doesn't want a two-state solution because it doesn't work, and so that you have to let them hammer this out. Now, why are they afraid of Trump? Trump had a really brilliant idea. He had some great ideas regarding foreign policy, and one of them was the Abraham Accords. If you remember, it was an idea that he had that he would get Arab nations to have a cooperation and commerce with Israel, which they hated. But as much as they may have hated Israel, had problems with Israel, they hated Iran even further, and they still do. But the Abraham Accords worked, and it started to stabilize a destabilized area, the Middle East. Again, it was a brilliant idea that Trump is going to probably revisit if he gets back into the White House. And the Obamas simply can't have that because their idea is to completely destroy everything that they can and bring on this Armageddon. I mean, look what they did over the years. They reclassified the Muslim Brotherhood as a positive force, not a terrorist organization, which they were known for. They killed Muammar Gaddafi and destabilized Libya, which is now kind of a hellhole right now. He used taxpayer money to try and unseat Benjamin Netanyahu. That was an impeachable offense all by itself. Why the Republicans didn't take action, I don't know. But if Obama gets back in again in one form or another, and even through his proxy, Joe Biden, he'll continue this nightmare for years to come.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter, though. I mean, if Michelle runs, whatever, it doesn't matter. Or if it's Biden, it doesn't. If it's Kamala, it doesn't matter. Or Gavi, who any of those people, this is going to continue no matter who it is.
Right, and of course the media, which is they called those years from Obama the Arab Spring. Remember that they tried to reclassify this was a positive in the Middle East. Obama's bringing peace to the Middle East. It was a complete lie. It was a complete lie. And the media's been in on this for the longest time.
You know what their idea of peace is, Dan? Is everyone's dead. So yeah, it's peaceful. Because everyone's dead.
And you still have open traders. John Kerry, I mean, he's one of the biggest traders in the nation, working with Iran, trying to get that Iranian deal going, and giving them as many nuclear centrifuges as possible. What do you think they're doing with that energy? I'm surprised they don't have nuclear weapons right now.
They may have.
That's one of the ultimate goals for them, to give nuclear weapons, because Iran answers to no one. They'll openly use them because why? That's what their radical faith tells them to do.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Dan? I take back what I said. Dan?
I knew it. I'd be uninvited.
Exactly.
Probably a wise thing. I could just see, I walk into, let's say, 25 people having these nice little get-together, they're all laughing, and I start talking, and all of a sudden, dour faces appear immediately.
You must have been lots of fun at your daughter's quinceañera.
We didn't have one.
You didn't have one?
Remember,
that's right.
We're pretend white people.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
I'm forever trapped in this Hispanic body. It's a shame.
Well, there's always hope. If Democrats win, there may be a way to transition you to something else. There may be.
They'd love it. They would try. They would try. So, anyway, now I've depressed everyone yet again, doing my job here in Sonoma.
Well, Dan, you are a fine American, and we will talk to you Friday.
All right, thanks, bud. Take care.
Take care. It is 7:26. Mostly sunny today and tomorrow. Rain Saturday.